Gaming. I'm Simone Tranfolia.
And I am Griffin Epstein, and we are live here from the Petaluma High School gym, and it's a very exciting evening,
yes,
isn't it?
They have music, and I think that people are getting really hyped up.
Well, it's a battle of the fans tonight, so there's a lot of extra students here tonight, and there's going to be a lot of spirit, isn't there?
Yeah, I think we're going to try to get the rest of our footage for our Battle of the Fans video that Ben Vandermeer is making. So we're hoping a lot of students come out with their spirit gear.
Stands are already filling up. We are only a few minutes away from tip-off, and in this game, it's a very important one for the Petaluma Trojans. They come in 8-8 overall, 2-1 in league, and their goal was to win their first FCL title since 1993.
Wow, that is a long time.
Yes, neither of us were alive or even close to being in the womb, but the Trojans suffered a very tough loss on Tuesday night to Piner, and it leaves very little room for error now. They fell to a really good Prospectors team, 51-47. The Trojans struggled a little bit in that game offensively. Piner got to the line 22 times. They're going to need to work on free throws. Jordan Zajon showing off the Hawaiian night today with all the spirit. I didn't even know it was Hawaiian night, actually, but yeah, we got lots of students like this, spirited, ready to make some noise tonight, and I know Jordan will be one of them.
See you, Jordan.
But anyways, because of that loss to Piner, the Trojans pretty much can't afford to lose any more games. It's them, Healdsburg, and Piner, the three favorites. Piner did lose to Healdsburg.
Wow.
So a pivotal game will be Healdsburg next week. We'll be live a week from today at 7:30. That's another almost must win for the Trojans, but they're pretty much have no room for error. They need to win this game, and they can only suffer one possible loss at the most, so that would probably have to be to Healdsburg if they have any shot at winning the league title. And we'll see how they react to this game. They were really down after that Piner game. That was a hard game to lose. They were up in the fourth quarter, and they blew the lead. They really struggled in close games. So this is going to be a big one to get their confidence back up.
Yeah, we really hope. Well, there's going to be a huge student section here to cheer them on, and hopefully that will help them get their confidence back.
Sonoma not one of the favorites, but they're looking to get back into the SEL tournament this year. They are 6-9 on the season. They're 1-1 in league, and they're a little young, but they have some talented players. They already got a league win over LC Allen, 12-point victory last week. They fell to league favorite Healdsburg in their first game, but they have some good wins. They beat Maria Carrillo, they beat Terra Linda. They have some narrow losses to Alhambra and Middletown, but overall there is some talent on this team, and the Trojans were tested by the Dragons last year, and the Trojans returned 8 of their seniors, but last year the Trojans won their senior night game against Sonoma, but that was tight throughout. They only won by 8 points in that one on the road by 15.
So there's going to be some tough competition in here tonight, but...
And the other aspect will be the mental aspect. Can the Trojans turn away from that crushing loss and focus on the Dragons? Maybe not a game that they circled on their calendar, but the Dragons have absolutely the capability to pull the upset. We are just a moment away from tip-off, just over a minute. We're going to have, I believe, a rocking intro to start. I don't think you were here on Saturday night when the Trojans defeated El Molino, but we had a fun intro. It got dark. There was a spotlight and a lot of noise, so we expect another one here tonight. Do not miss that.
Yeah, we're hoping this night is going to be one of the bigger, more spirit-filled nights.
It certainly will. And the Trojans are looking to get Jack Anderson back involved. He had his worst game of the year against Piner. Piner not even with a lot of hype, but they were able to slow down the Trojan star, who was leading them in scoring with 12 points a game. Wow. They are going to need a response from their big man. And Brendan O'Neill had a big game against Piner. He put up 20. He's starting to play really well. Their former team captain. They're going to look for a big night from him as well. The Trojans will have not a huge size advantage. Sonoma's got some good size, so that will be a little interesting.
Yeah.
Let's listen to PA announcer Michael Barabal.
Featuring the visiting Sonoma Valley Dragons and your host, Petaluma Trojans.
Luca DeBono is starting.
This year's league season will new program this year called Petaluma High Battle of the Fans will select the best student section in each league based on positive sportsmanship, creativity, and overall spirit. Join our students in making our games a great experience for all, involving the creation of a culture of positive sportsmanship. Find more information about the Battle of the Fans program at their website. And please support the Battle of the Fans sponsor, our friends at Freeman's Home Improvement.
Right, we're getting ready to go. Here are the starters for Sonoma.
A junior, number 2, Tyler Garrett. A junior, number 13, Jack Boydell.
Cam.
Sophomore, number 21, Riley Keelan. A junior, number 23, Brendan
Note that in your top left-hand corner will be the scoreboard, so there's some extra room. This needs to be like there, because right here is that scoreboard. So leave some extra room there. And so just try to get whatever you're focusing on center of the screen.
Now, let's meet the starters. For your Petaluma Trojans. A junior, number 0, Robbie Arceta. A senior, number 3, Jack Anderson. A senior, number 11, Brendan O'Neill. A senior, number 21, Trey Davis. And a senior, number 35, David Gottschall. Trojans are coached by Scott Bears, assisted by John Bears, Steve Marsh, and Nick Youngstein.
All right, that was a rousing intro, wasn't that, Simone?
That was really exciting. That really got me in the mood to have an exciting game.
So let's listen in. Let's listen into the national anthem.
What's so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wonderful job there by, I believe that was Violet Deerdorf on the Star Spangled Banner. And we are just about ready to go here. It is packed. The cheerleaders have showed up as well,
Yes.
which is going to provide even more spirit for this evening's game in a must-win game for the Trojans. If you're just meeting us, Trojans 2-1 in league play, 8-8 overall. They're looking for their first league title since 1993, and they need a victory over a feisty Dragons team coached by head coach Mike Bowles, while the Trojans coached by Scott Bears, who's done a fantastic job. He's led them
Right.
to back-to-back NCS appearances. tip will be by Jack Anderson and the center for the Dragons, Brendan Hogan. Players will look out for Sonoma. Bodell, the junior number 13, leads them in scoring, but also number 24, Samangio, the senior guard, really had a good game when he came here on senior night last year for Sonoma. Those are their two leading scorers, and it is rocking here as we get started. Trojans will start with the basketball. Gotchall open three. Left it a little short here, and mentioned it. Can have the Trojans turn their mentality, Simone, away from looking at this last game, and are they fully focused on this?
Yeah, I think they are starting out pretty good. We'll see how the rest of the night goes. Right now, Sonoma has the ball, but...
Swinging around Bodell, that's the leading scorer, and you see the talent by Jack Bodell, the 6'2 junior guard. He's awfully tall for a guard, but that left it hard for Trey Davis to play him. Gottschall with some early aggression, and he'll head to the line for two. And interesting decision by head coach Scott Bears to go with Trey Davis in the starting lineup and not Justin Wolbert, who's I thought had been playing well, but he doesn't score a lot. And with the Trojans struggling to score as they only put up 47 points on Pioneer, I think Coach Bears looking for a little bit more scoring with Davis, who's only averaging about 3 points a game, but he has heated up a little bit, had 10 points against Napa recently. Gottschall sinks both. Trojans have been fantastic from the line tonight, and we're tied at 2 here early. Light press applied, and Davis is going to be called for the foul there. Izetta got a piece of it.
Wow.
Trojans need to be very careful. You can't just give teams 3 points.
No, you can't.
And that is what they did against Pioneer. Pioneer got to the line 32 times over the course of the game. They got 22 of their points from the free throw line, including half of those in the fourth quarter. Prospectors only at 1 field goal in the fourth quarter, and yet still they pulled out a 4-point victory.
It's a fine line between good defense and being a little too aggressive.
It definitely is, and that's a good sign with Trey Davis, the step-back jumper, and if he can get going, shoot it, that is going to really help Jack Anderson and Devin Gottschall inside. Turnover there by Hogan. Anderson with the steal, and he's been quiet so far. You wonder if his confidence dipped after his worst game of the year. He's been so outstanding for the Trojans, and they badly need him. He's really been the breakout star. Izetta has really improved at the point guard position. He had a couple threes home against Elmo, had 9 points in that one. Gottschall, a lot of shots here early, 3 ball off the mark. No foul on Davis, loose ball foul. And already 3 fouls on the Trojans here early, so they need to be careful. And you wonder if they will continue to press. Their defense has played so well. You really need that full court press. 3 ball off the mark by Phelan. And the Trojans lucky to pull out a board there, but able to pull it down. There's the aggressiveness from Anderson. And wow, he finishes on a double team. That was some strength there, wasn't that?
Yes. Hopefully that will get his confidence up a little bit too. For the rest of the game.
He's certainly confident there, and he's a very laissez-faire player. He just plays with ease like it's nothing. It's good ball movement by the Trojans, and Hogan, the center, pulls up for an elbow jumper. 6-4 the score here. So we are in the opening minutes here live from the Petaluma High School gym. Sonoma Valley Dragons taking on the Petaluma Trojans in a pivotal game. Really for both. This could be a huge game for Sonoma as well to propel their season forward. They're really looking to rebuild their basketball program, and it's been through some tough times, at least for their expectations of late.
Yeah.
And not a good-looking shot there from Hogan, who never really had a chance. Good defense inside there, and height's not bad for Sonoma, as Anderson's 3 is off by a mile. Great save by O'Neal to keep it in, though. And Anderson might get another chance here. Trojans have done a great job of getting offensive boards this season as well, but that's something that's been lacking in their losses. It's really key, isn't it?
Right, yes.
Hard to hear over the noise of these students.
It's good. They came out to support their fellow Trojans.
And Davis, the drive, and he will head to the line for a 2-shot shooting foul. 2 team fouls on both. The cheerleaders never seem to know exactly when to cheer. They start to cheer during the free throw, but now they got quiet. good to see the cheerleaders out. This is their first basketball game, and they're going to provide a lot of spirit as well.
Wow. It's a big night.
Yeah. And they were also at the big wrestling match yesterday when our varsity wrestling team destroyed Sonoma, and they are now in the driver's seat to take the SCL title for back-to-back years.
Yes, I heard that was a big win.
You can check out that full match on our YouTube channel. It was a lot of fun, very exciting. And we have almost 200 views on it already.
Wow.
So everyone is checking it out. You do not want to miss that.
Only 24 hours. That's a lot of views.
Yes. It's probably close to a record here.
Yeah. Hi,
Been in
Davey.
trouble for Phelan as he dropped that one, but Dragons lucky to maintain it. They cannot turn the ball over against this Trojan defense, and yet they do it right there.
Right.
Gottschall already 0 for 3 from the three-point line. He has been busy to start. O'Neal had 20 against Piner. I think Dragons fell into each other, and they're going to call it off on Sonoma. Head coach for Sonoma, he's a new head coach this year, is Mike Bowles, as they try to rebuild their program. Wanted a foul, but no call there. They hope to call it loose. Trojans were not happy with the reffing as well. Certainly the defense maybe wasn't as strong as it shouldn't have been with 32 free throws, but the reffing was a big frustration in that one.
Wow.
And the Trojans came off a Saturday night victory where they looked really confident, destroyed El Molino 68-34, and it opened up league play, defeating Elsie 56-44, and it looked like everyone was getting confident. So really surprising to me, as they're cleaning up a wet spot here to see them lose that game to Piner, but they need to rebound quickly. They're at Annalee next Tuesday, and the Trojans have not won in Annalee in 13 years, so almost not as long as their title drought, but it's been a house of horrors up at Sebastopol.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Simone.
No, you go on.
Okay, and it's also really loud there as Davis takes the pass right out of the hands of Garrett and lays it in. Timeout, Mike Bowles. Wow, that was an impressive play from Davis there, wasn't it? So athletic is Trey Davis. And 3:46 to go, Trojans ahead 10-4 here early. And talking about Annalee, this is the year, though, finally to beat them. The Tigers have been struggling a lot more this year.
Right.
They graduated 11 seniors from their team last year, so they pretty much no returners.
Yeah, there's a lot of their team is gone.
And the Trojans were blown out last there. It's absolute rocking. It's a pit. It's below ground. So it's quite something to behold. But the Trojans will be favorites, but it's not going to be easy going into that one. And then we already mentioned the huge one. If they can win this and beat Annalee, that Healdsburg game will be between the two teams probably the two favorites coming in for SCL, but obviously Piner right there too, as the Trojans get another steal in the backcourt. And the Greyhounds still undefeated in SCL, and likely they will be coming in a week from Thursday. They'll also be the winter court selection that night, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss that. 7:30 a week from today. Izetta's three ball off the mark, and he had 3 against El Molino. He's really trying to get his shot going, only averaging a little over a point a game, but he's been suffering through a couple injuries as well. But the point guard is starting to turn into the player I think we expected, the only returning junior on this squad. Sonoma really needs to be careful with this basketball right now. They continue to turn it over. And a travel is called on the junior 6'4" Tyler Garrett. Spinning a little too much. And Dragons have looked a little tentative and maybe not feeling so good about coming into this very hostile environment.
Yeah, they looked a little nervous in warm-ups, I have to admit, when all the students were coming in.
And could be a little bit of rust as well. They haven't played since almost last Saturday against Elsie, as Anderson gets his first points on the nice lay-in there. And now they're going to call the foul in the backcourt. And started seeing both sides of that so far. That's the second on Davis, so he's going to have to come out for Holmes. You're seeing Trojans have gotten 2 steals with that half-court defense, so it's been effective, but they're also gotten into foul trouble, so it's a question of which one do you go with.
Exactly.
I haven't actually seen a lot from Dylan Samangio, who was so impressive on senior night last year. And we're going to get a foul again here, and now we see already 5 fouls on the Trojans. And remember, it's the first half. entire first half before it's out of the bonus. Is Samangio trying to get going. 3 balls off the mark. Great pump fake and a lay-in by Hogan, the center, who's been active early, and a good amount of fans have come over from Sonoma. Probably about 75 have made the 20-minute trip west here.
That's commitment.
And O'Neal turns it over here. A little bit of momentum for the Dragons. Trojans are going to have to be very careful fouling now. They can't let the Dragons get freebies from the line the entire second quarter. And 2 Dragons fell down there. No call.
Over each other.
Yeah. It's already the second time they've done that. It's been a fun night already for their balance. And
Yeah,
now O'Neal ahead to the line for 2. A lot of fouls early here. They have called it pretty tight. Holmes entered for Davis, but otherwise the starting lineup remaining in there for the Trojans. 1:59 left to go here in the first quarter live from the PHS gym. Anderson takes the contested 3, and he's comfortable taking those. He's so versatile. He can post up inside. He can also take that out. And a really nice move by Jack Bodell, their leading scorer. Time at head coach Scott Bears. And the Dragons now looks like they've woken up from their slumber maybe.
Petaluma is still winning 12-8.
Very true, but the Dragons here on a 6-0 run, and Bodell trying to get into it. He leads the Dragons in scoring with 13.5 points per game.
Oh my
So he
goodness.
has played well, but so far the production has come for a lot from, we've seen Hogan inside, who not too much before scoring normally, only a point per game, but he has been picking up almost 3 rebounds per game. So Trojans are going to have to lock down on him defensively.
Yeah, definitely.
And we also appreciate Annika Schmidt on camera tonight,
Yes.
along with us. 4-point lead for the Trojans, but Sonoma is not going anywhere. We expect them to be very feisty. They've lost some seniors, but there's definitely some experienced talent on the squad, a lot more than you can see on Al Molino or Elsie Allen.
Yeah, I think we have a very talented team this year.
Good hands by Samangio to poke it out, but it will stay Trojan ball. Student stands continue to fill up, and they're going to be almost full, but the night is over. And an off-the-ball foul is called. So now up to 4 fouls on both teams, and we could be seeing a lot of free throws in the second quarter at this rate.
Yes.
Zone defense has been good by Sonoma, but Anderson finds the seam there. Good ball movement, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to contain Anderson tonight. They don't have the height for Sonoma.
It doesn't seem like their last game really affected him that much. Even though it was his worst, seems to be doing
Seems like a manner if he can get confidence so far. He has 4. Another steal there, and Sonoma has really turned it over. Isaiah from downtown.
That was a good shot.
And that was a confident shot from Robbie, and he started as Sonoma again turns it over, and Brendan O'Neal fired up. As Petaluma has tried to get Isaiah trying to get him more going, and he took a lot of threes against El Molino, and he's finally looking to shoot the ball well. Already saw Davis make a couple shots. He's gotten into some foul trouble, but if they can get going, it's going to be so hard to beat because that's going to help Devin Gonchal and Jack Anderson inside so much that you have those outside shooting.
Yeah.
Very challenging for team defense, especially if you don't have that size.
Right.
And now the lead up to 9. Good response here by the Trojans after the 6-0 run by the Dragons. They counter with a 7-0 run of their own. And head coach Scott Bears, every year he's seen improvement, so even though there's the early season loss, the Trojans suffered that last year to Healdsburg, and albeit they didn't win league and they had some tough losses, still 8-4 in SCL and made it to the championship game of the SCL tournament. Finished 3rd overall. Again, another foul is called here off the ball. You just never see that in basketball, but they have called it as tight as I don't know.
It can be.
As tight as what? It can be.
Yeah.
Looking for a simile there.
As tight as a knot,
There you go. Thank you, Simone.
You're welcome.
Robert Holmes in the game, and he has really improved this year. The senior was out. He had an infection last year, and so we have a travel called on Izetta. And we will see Phelan re-enter, only a sophomore. Holmes was out all last year with an infection. Didn't get to play, but he has a lot of talent. He's played well. Had a superb game in the Rose City Tourney, third-place game against Redwood. Put up 8 in that one. And the three ball is good. Right by us by Jack Bodell. We've seen the talent from Bodell, but can he get going? Shot clock turned off. Gottschall inside. What a finish! Wow. That's good if it goes from Samangio, but it hits the ceiling. 19-11. Well, Devin Gottschall finishes that quarter with an exclamation point. That was awfully impressive from Gottschall.
Yes.
His first points of the evening.
Yeah.
And
the
we're going to
cheerleaders
see a
are.
performance by the cheerleaders here. So let's get back on court.
Yes.
And cheerleaders, Annika. Okay, we're going to get the cheerleaders in just a moment. There you go. You can see the very full student stands. And a very nice performance there by the Petaluma High School varsity cheerleaders.
Right. Griffin, this is totally unrelated, but who is that man at the score thing?
Who?
The older man at the score thing?
Oh, are you believing it's Bernie Sanders?
Yes.
Yes, he's long been a long stand as the scorer, and many people have compared him to Bernie Sanders. It's a little exciting, isn't it?
I do believe that is Bernie Sanders just living a double life.
It's actually not, but some choose to believe it.
It's uncanny. It really is.
Start of the second quarter here. Trojans lead by 8, and they got in production from a lot of players early, which is what they want to see. At points, they become one-dimensional, where you can only get one player going. Has been a major issue.
Oh.
Three ball by Tyler Garrett, the 6'3" forward, shows some range. And Sonoma's kept in this game by some really superb three-point shooting.
Yeah.
And Sonoma's a good shooting team. They average almost 40% from the field on the season, 50 points. And they are showing there's some superb three-point shooting. Trojans are going to likely need to go out and defend. Kenny Alexander, the center, will enter just his third game of the season. Transfer from Cardinal Newman, only eligible at the start of league play. He had a huge game against El Molino, 12 points. And they could not contain him with his size and height.
Only his third game, and he made varsity. That's very impressive.
Well, third game on the season.
Yes, I know, but if he just transferred.
Yeah, so he has fit right into the system, and everyone really has embraced him.
Right.
Three-point percentage is 28% for Sonoma, so that is pretty good, and they have probably even beating that so far tonight. Samangio, beautiful drive. The finish was a 1 on the Ugly the Beauty score, though. 5-point lead for the Trojans. Izetta kicking out.
Almost.
From Anderson, and it's not been too superb shooting so far for him. Samangio loses that off his foot. Well, it looks like the opportunity's sort of been there from Sonoma. The execution, not just yet.
Yeah.
Some of that inexperience, they only have 3 seniors on their team, a little similar to the Trojans last year. They can be really good next year, but I don't think they're totally there yet. It's a lot of juniors on their team, along with 3 sophomores. So,
oh, wow.
We'll see if they can pick it up here. But Robbie Izetta with a nice pull-up. He's got 5. Sonoma trying to counter quickly the other way on the break. That was an ugly clank from Bodell.
Jack Anderson
trying. Just can't hit right now, but if the Trojans can get up, they're going to get the luxury of keeping him in to try. Izetta tries a 3. He can't hit. Trojans are actually pretty cold here to start. So Mangio can't finish. It was good defense. The foul really wanted from Mike Bowles. He was furious. Izetta the counter. That was a huge turning point there. 5-point turnaround. Probably should have been a foul called. And Robbie Izetta, he is playing really well tonight,
He's
isn't he?
beating his average by a lot. Like, this is very
Izetta
impressive.
really looking to excel. He had an injury, battled through that, had limited playing time, but he had the experience of being on varsity last year. It's off the Trojans. Had the experience of being on varsity last year. He's only a sophomore. Didn't get to play that much, but he's really started to show how helpful that's been this year now that he has that opportunity.
And it's very impressive being on the varsity team as a sophomore.
No players on varsity this year that are sophomores, all upperclassmen, including 8 seniors, 7 seniors, 8 returning varsity players. Holmes stepped on the baseline, but he almost got the steal. It's been a lot of quick hands tonight by the Trojans. They've read those passing lanes.
Yeah.
Sonoma cannot turn the ball over, but they've had some good shots, and they've hit a lot of threes. So Mangio will try again. Can't hit. And Alexander, oh, you saw that strength and size there. He pulled that one down with one hand. That is so hard to defend. Anderson going inside. And right now, Jack cannot hit from the three-point line, but you can be almost automatic from inside.
Yeah.
Air ball by Garrett. And he gets a barrage of jeers from the Trojan section, and they are no doubt helping the team tonight as we have a timeout.
Students just keep on arriving. There's not going to be enough room for them.
Yeah, you'd think we're in LA with this late arriving crowd, but as long as they're here,
Yeah.
that is what the Trojans want. And hopefully they show up tomorrow night as well, because it will be the biggest game. And as we're going to get a cheer, so we'll turn that on that and continue our thoughts in just a moment. All right, only a brief cheer, but a good job, Michael Barabal of Trojan Live leading that. And tomorrow night, as we have a full timeout here, Trojans leading by 12. We're live for the PHS gym, Petaluma Trojans, Sonoma Valley, if you're just joining us. And tomorrow night, biggest game in Petaluma varsity girls basketball in 5 years.
Wow.
To say it bluntly, but it is huge. Petaluma Trojans coming undefeated. They have played very well, 3-0 in league play, and they're going to take on Annalee, 4-0 league play, defending SCL tournament champions. It is going to be huge.
Speaking of going against Annalee, our school needs to get our handshake going. Because according to Miss Archibald, whose daughter goes to Annalee, a school handshake is huge. So I am trying to get that going. You will definitely see a video about it on Trojan Live.
And maybe a good thing to do is maybe during halftime teach some people about the Trojan handshake.
Okay, let's do that.
So that's coming up in 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Also, feel free to comment on the live chat. That was too unselfish from Holmes. He had the layup, instead decided to pass it off. Called for the travel. We're not the best ball handler in the world. 12-point lead. And if you comment in the live chat, try to get to you. Have any questions, comments, or anything else on your mind, feel free to leave it. Hewitt enters, he drives, and off Petaluma. And 16 fouls right now on the Trojans, but they've done a better job limiting that.
Right. Yeah.
Neither team in the bonus, and Sonoma only at 3, so Trojans will not be in the bonus, but they've gotten production from, I think, about 6 players have scored already, and they had all 11 out of the 12 players score on Saturday against El Molino, so that's huge to see.
Right.
A lot of the Trojans' losses this year have been when they become one-dimensional and had to go to Jack Anderson and Devin Gottschall, and if one of them goes cold, and both of them have not been too huge tonight, it can be an issue, but they have seen production from Izetta, Davis, Holmes, and a whole bevy of characters, along with Brendan O'Neill and others, and a couple buckets tonight.
Yeah,
You'll see O'Neill and Davis re-enter.
They seem really hyped up. I think the last loss did not really hurt their confidence too much. I think they're just coming back to.
It seems really like it motivated them. And,
Yeah.
They haven't dwelled on it, which is a sign of experienced team. It's a horrible inbounds pass there by Sonoma. Easy steal by Anderson. He already has 3 steals tonight, which is impressive. And last year, the Trojans had their toughest loss of the season, a home loss to Annalee as Alexander can at the jumper. Sonoma ball. Toughest loss of the season at home against Annalee. And the game after against LCL, they really did not play well. It looked like they were still thinking about that game. They barely survived against pretty lowly Lobos team. So it's good to see, I think, the Simon Experience team, they really look like they've turned and that they were more motivated to come out and get the victory this time.
Right.
Justin Cox has entered. He has it now for the Dragons as they'll swing it around with more of their subs in. And Trojan's done a great job on Bodell, averaging 13 points, but only 5 is Anderson.
Player 2 takes out Kenny Alexander. You definitely hear the students don't like that.
Yeah, no, Garrett looked like he came in a little late there and bumped into Anderson. And they don't want to see their big man getting hurt or any incidents with them. The way Alexander is looking, he could have a really big impact for the Trojans.
He's fine, but we didn't like that.
Trojans have gone a little bit cold here, but Sonoma has as well as Alexander shows off the size. Right now there's no one in there to contain him. Mike Bowles calls another timeout. He's just trying to stop the bleeding, but it's the biggest lead of the game for the Trojans. 28-14, as we do have some commenting people tuning in, and Warrior tuning in and saying there are some mic issues, so we will try to resolve that if that is an issue at all, and appreciate Warrior tuning in. So we get another cheer. That was quite nice, wasn't it, Simone?
Yeah. I was really liking that chant.
So we will continue to hear cheers throughout the day with Battle of Fans, and Petaluma hasn't won that before. It's 3rd year in existence, and they're hoping this year that they could get the victory in that.
Yeah, we have good filmmaker Ben Vandermeer making it. It seems this year our spirit has really increased. Like, the Egg Bowl definitely got people very more school spirited.
Yeah, it really,
good grammar. Yeah, and I think that just carried on throughout the year.
3 ball off the mark from Garrett. Anderson couldn't finish. Tries again and still can't finish. Now Alexander surrounded in a forest of great Sonoma Valley players. But there's some height, but the size is not there by Sonoma. They do not look used to at all the Trojans.
In here?
Somewhere. So Alexander had to delay called a shooting foul. And Trojans now in the 1-and-1 bonus. And still hearing some audio issues. So Alexander splits the pair. Sonoma swings it around. They have not made a field goal in almost 4 minutes. They have really, really struggled. Forgot about them. 3 ball is good. They wake up there, and that was Bodell. He's trying to get going, but he's been pretty cold. Anderson will keep it Sonoma ball. So remain Trojan ball here. 1:35 left to go, and we will fix audio. We'll try to fix audio issues at halftime. Apologize for any issues. Producer Matthew Columba playing soccer tonight, as Anderson will get 3 free throws there. And that is just a huge mistake by Sonoma. You get it down to 12. You wanted to keep it at single digits and give yourself a chance in this one, but And foul, three-point shooter Anderson, who's struggling so much from downtown. He's gone inside, but even there, it's been hit and miss. Free throws are the ultimate way to get a player confident, and you're already seeing that early.
Oh.
Splits the first, he'll get one more. We'll see Robbie Izetta re-entering. Boy, has he been good to start here. I think he leads the Trojans with 11 out of their 30, and already a season high in this first half. He has been outstanding. Alexander, the offensive board, and charge call. I don't know how it's a charge if Alexander really wasn't moving, but that's what they're going to call there.
I guess so.
Offensive board's huge so far. They've helped the Trojans out to this 13-point lead. Sonoma's hung around with some good three-point shooting, but they've gone too cold here in the second quarter. Trojans looking to get back in the win column. They're 8-8 on the season, 2-1 in SCL, and a must-win. They want to win SCL for the first time since 1993. Good pass into Samangio, pump fake, and sinks the baseline J. It's been a voracious, noisy, an excitable student section. Lots of cheering tonight, and they have really helped out the Trojans.
Yes.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. Stay tuned, we'll get some special programming on your first half, so don't go anywhere. Gottschall just 2 points tonight. Good steal, good hands there by the Dragons, who we said want to get it to single digits, give them a little confidence going into the locker room here. They show their talent.
Brendan O'Neal has the ball.
Back pass by Samangio. O'Neal, always so much aggression, but I believe that time he stepped out of bounds. He did.
Yeah.
Y'all love the aggressiveness by team captain last year, O'Neal, but sometimes it's too much, and they're just a little bit out of control. There is about half a second differential between shot clock and game clock, so Sonoma can hold for the last shot if they would like. Foul on the Trojans, and now Sonoma will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Brendan Hogan, the center. He is only a 29% free throw shooter. He has struggled 5 to 17 from the line, but he really has struggled from the line, so this is someone the Trojans would like to send to the line.
Yes.
Been a good first half nonetheless for Hogan. O'Neal will exit, and now he has 3 on him, so their foul trouble has been an issue.
The student section is definitely putting on the pressure.
Yeah, that's never any fun to look at, especially if you're not the strongest free throw shooter. Shot clock turned off. Trojans get over the last shot. They lead by 11 here. Petaluma Trojans, Sonoma Valley Dragons live here from the PHS gym. 10 to go here. We can stay for a halftime interview. Holmes swings it. Izetta, can he get more? Air ball. Alexander with another offensive board. That one will be good if it goes. Instead, it heads into the Trojan student section. It's 32-19. Don't you guys want an interview? No? No interview. All right. Maybe, Simone, you can grab someone for the halftime break for some handshakes and some interviews, and we'll have some fun with that, as we've got up to 9 viewers right now, so appreciate everyone tuning in. Go ask who wants to be on to do the handshake.
Oh, God.
I know many people do.
Yeah, definitely. I'll get Nicolette.
Have Jordan.
Oh, will you do the Trojan handshake with me?
Here, I'll give you my mic.
Okay. Jordan Zajon here with us. She is a fellow Trojan Liver.
I love Trojan Live. I love it.
Yes, it's so fun. Okay, so
Wait, I thought it was
1, 2, 3. Trojan! Everyone, watch that and remember it. We're trying to beat Annalie.
Are we gonna do it during the game? You should go up there with Luca. Do it in front of everyone.
Oh God.
I think everybody would really like it.
Yeah, they definitely would love it. Yeah, maybe. We'll talk. We'll see.
All right. Do you need someone to stay for this halftime part?
No, I have Griffin's with me.
I'm gonna say anyways. What is going on? Look at all these people out there shooting. Wow.
Griffin, can I go say hi to my friends for a second?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
okay, cool.
Currently we have 8 minutes, 52 seconds. People are just shooting. Hi, Leslie. Just saw a great friend.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I just
Watch the live stream.
I saw that.
Right now. Colin, come join me.
Yeah. What can I say?
Come on to the
My
microphone, I think.
look great. It's good. I don't know what I'm talking about at all. This is my first basketball game I've ever watched.
Halftime. 32-19. Looks like the cheerleaders are going to
I
perform
don't
now.
feel like we have.
Yes, they do.
Anyways, so I'm Griffin.
The cheerleader show's gonna be pretty exclusive.
Thank you. I got it at Thrifty Hippie.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like they're
It's
about to get
very
going, so
long, but it
let's
is
see how
like
it goes.
nice.
They have a good song.
There's like that bar is like broken, and I just like it's like okay, it's fine. Yeah, I'm fine. And I get like tendinitis.
Christina's doing better than the cheerleader. Just kidding. Cheerleaders are great.
Cheerleaders are pretty good. I agree. They're kind of going hard right now. I gotta
Yeah,
say.
it's wow.
You won't, no balls. Oh.
Wow, I'm drawing blood. I know.
Warrior, if you're still listening, question for you on the live chat. I need the answer.
Wait, we're doing a Q&A? Alright, first question.
Who has the first
I
question?
just cut my thumb open.
We have callers coming in.
Okay.
All right. Griffin was kidding. Our producer Griffin said, "Oh, there's a little child
Oh
on
my
the
god,
court."
it's so cute.
Oh my god. It looks like he's gonna try and shoot. Let's see what happens here. He's very small.
He's not
He looks
doing
really scared. He
anything.
looks really scared. I think he's gonna run away and cry.
Throw the
That's my
ball.
plan. That's what I think. He's gonna try and shoot the ball.
Do
Let's
it.
see.
Will he make
I really hope
it?
he shoots this ball. I'm so excited for this.
It looks like he's gonna nail a half quarter. Oh,
Oh my
there
god,
he
he's
goes.
running.
He's walking half court. Oh, he's going. 3-point
He's
line
going.
is there. Let's see if he can hit it.
You got this, little baby.
Griffin, is that camera on that? Okay, cool. Here we go. It is free throw. Let's see.
It's going.
Oh,
Oh,
turn
he's
the other
walking
way.
backwards.
We got the student section out here cheering him on. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's.
Louder than they are during the game.
He's walking backwards. He is intimidated.
I agree, Simone. He's very, very intimidated. He has no idea what to do. Bearball, Michael Bearball, our own Trojan Live man, is going to have to talk to him.
Yeah.
See what he has to say. We can't hear him, but I'm guessing he's saying good things.
I think that this kid's going to shoot it in the next 5 minutes.
I think it's gonna make
We
it.
got 5 minutes and 40.
Jack.
have
Apparently
the
the baby's
student
name is
section.
Jackson.
We have the student section chanting the baby's name. Let's see if that motivates him to shoot it. Doesn't look like it. He looks really scared. We have Dwight. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's a good photographer. He takes a lot of sports pictures. Check him out.
Dwight, as in Dwight Schrute.
Yes, but he's not Dwight Schrute. He's a
Oh.
different Dwight. I wish Dwight Schrute was here. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a
We would have
little.
him in on this show for sure if he was here.
Oh yeah,
That'd be great.
definitely. He would. If Dwight Schrute was a high school student, he would definitely be a part of Trojan Live.
I think that Adrian Shaheen represents Michael Scott.
I would agree. There's another child on the court now. Let's see what goes on with her. The little girl.
She's wearing a pink striped dress.
Yep, she's really small.
Very fashionable.
Very short.
Blonde.
Doesn't look like she doesn't have a basketball in her hand, so I'm not sure what's going on with her. She's just standing in the middle of the court. The child is still yet to
Doesn't
shoot.
look like Jackson wants to
Jackson
do
does
it.
not seem into this, right? At all. Jackson? I mean.
Oh, he's walking.
Oh, there
he
he
is
goes.
on the
He's
move.
hitting half court. Is it still on him? There you go. He's hitting the 3-point line.
He's going.
There
He
we
is
go.
going.
Oh, it looks like he almost fell there. That kind of sucks.
He's walking.
He's spinning in circles.
Okay. Showing those moves.
Exactly. He's doing really good. There he goes. Free throw line.
Going across.
Backwards. Oh, he's gonna throw
he's-
backwards. No, he's not.
Yes.
Darn it.
He's.
Oh my God. Bobby Mulligan is here. Bobby, come here. Bobby, I said your name. Come here. Bobby, come here. No? All right. Bobby does not want to come on camera. He's a little shy.
Aw.
He's cute, though. It's okay. Anything to say, Jordan, about this baby on the court right now?
I really want this baby to shoot. I kind of want the one-on-one match to go on between the two.
There is, looks like some girl just ran on the court and picked up the baby.
Is she
running with
stealing
her.
the baby?
It kind of looks like it, to be honest. Oh, he's going to try and shoot
he's
it.
gonna dunk it.
Oh, that was really close. Good shot.
He kind of made it.
He
No.
almost was like 5 feet
There's
close.
a third child running across the court. I
What are they
repeat,
doing?
a third
They're all
child.
the same height, so I'm guessing. What if he falls? That'd be the. I'm glad
This
we're taking-
child
I'm glad
seems a
we're
little
taking
bit more
video of
into
this.
it.
Yeah, give this child the ball.
We should cheer
Give
for this
man the ball.
child.
There's Luca DeBono. He's shooting.
Getting the crowd riled up.
Luca's shooting. I want to kind of go shoot. Oh, our Trojans are coming back onto the court. First one's out. Trey and George. Trey, there he
Garrett.
goes. Layup.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's off just a little bit. There we go. Way to sink it, Trey. Good shot. So our baby never shot it, Jackson. He never got a shot. He did. He was a little far away. He wasn't that close, but it's all
Yeah,
right.
he tried.
Here
That's
goes George.
all that
Can he
matters.
dunk it? Oh, he can so dunk it. Did you see how high he jumped? It's on you. It's on us. All right. All right. We're back.
Oh, I'm not in the shot.
Line. Oh, my voice cracked really bad there. That was gross. My thoughts on the game. So, I think our defense has been a little slow, to be honest. I think we should pick it up. I think we should do better. And it looks like we're letting Sonoma's players take baseline a little too often. And I don't think that's okay. I think they need to play some good help defense, and they should be able to stop the Sonoma Dragons from beating us. Like, we do have a lead. Good. Our offense is doing good. We're having a big game from Kenny, I think. He has a couple points.
Oh, really?
Kenny's doing pretty good.
I think there's still a lot of room for improvement in this game. I think they can get it up to 60 points minimum.
I agree with you. I think they should get at least 60. And if they don't, a little disappointing, but like, all we need is a W to keep our NCS hopes alive.
And no
That's
matter
really it.
what, we're proud of the Trojans, you know, always a Trojan.
Love our Trojans. This is a great game. Devin Gottschall with a shot. Oh, totally breaks it. All right, that's fine. He tries his best.
Griffin, say hi.
No, it's not. Who? Wait, do we have people commenting on the stream?
Wait.
Tell them, hey, what was his name? Hey, Ole. I would like you to ask me
Can
and
Colin
Jordan
wear
some
his
questions and we will
sombrero
answer them for
inside
you.
out? Do it.
I don't think this sombrero will turn inside out, Ole.
Just wear it like upside down.
This is the
There
best
you
I can
have
do.
it. Home.
Sorry, but I'm gonna put it back because I
Homie
can't. I don't want to hold
Lemma.
Ask us some questions, Ole.
it. Griffin, who else do we have on the stream? Warrior.
How many
Warrior?
viewers? Just
11. We have
11
11.
viewers. Yeah, they are.
We have 11 people watching us.
That is incredible. Hey, Paco. Just saying hi to some friends. Oh gosh, guys, it's back. We're about to be on the game.
Can I type something?
Bye.
All right.
No. Thank you so much, Jordan. That was very helpful. We appreciate it. We're going to have the start of the second half, but that was, I think, a very entertaining halftime, very successful. And thank you to Colton Moss as well. You should do a basketball game with me. You should do a basketball game with me, Colton. Yeah. Pioneer, great. Let's do it. All right, we're ready to go here. We got 10 viewers in. Keep all the comments going in the live chat. And the Trojans up here as 32-19 the score. Sonoma's hung around, but Trojans have gotten a lot of production from almost everybody on the lineup. Jack Anderson, however, continues to struggle inside. Gosh, he just can't buy a bucket right now, can he, Simone?
No, he cannot.
12 points a game to lead the Trojans, and yet he just has 4 so far. Really struggled against Pioneer, too. He was playing so well. He had an exceptional game against Emmanuel at the Clovis tournament. Trojans fell narrowly to a really good team there out in Fresno, and they lost 3 or 4 all the Division I teams, but disappointing so far to see his performance. 13-point lead nonetheless. Trey Davis has played really well, gets the steal. Gottschall cannot finish. And a good defense there by Phelan, who went down hard. He's gets back quickly, and he lays it in. Well, that was called getting up and rushing back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a very quick timeout by head coach Scott Bears, as it is an 11-point lead, 7:02 left to go.
Yes. We'll
back
see.
on us.
Yes. Yeah, the cheerleaders are, they're getting the student section hyped up. And down, and all the way around. Having a great time.
And it has been a lot of fun with the Battle of the Fans tonight. Trojan student section has really come out in force for this big one, and they have provided a lot of support and helped the Trojans here tonight.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders here as well. Lead is 11. It's Davis, O'Neill, Anderson, Izetta. It's the 5 in for the Trojans right now, and that is the starting 5 to start. Off the mark here, Trojans are going cold. Interesting, head coach Scott Bears called a timeout really fast, but just don't think you like the effort coming out of the locker room this season. You know Sonoma can get right back in this game. Trojans have had a tendency to go cold at the worst moments, and that's how they suffered some of their toughest losses to Redwood, San Rafael, Nevada, where they just were unable to put a ball in the ocean. Long 3 is pure. Tyler Garrett with a strong game. He has 3 threes. He's a 6'3" forward, but he has been very good so far tonight. Shooting 25% from the 3-point stripe. So you can see why, but the Trojans counter there. Gottschall the lay-in. 10-point lead. Sonoma's really trying to go fast down the floor, take advantage of a defense slowing back, and you don't want to get stuck in this zone half-court defense by the Trojans. It can really be tough, though the Trojans have not applied a full-court press, which they did earlier, but it got them into some foul trouble. So even though it forced some turnovers, might have helped. Davis gets the steal anyways. Oh, he couldn't finish. Now Sonoma has numbers.
Oh!
No
Devin
call there.
Got him.
And unable to finish was Phelan. What are you going to say, Simone?
Oh, I'm just saying that was a bad fall. He did like a backward somersault.
Yes. Well, it's certainly not without its bumps and bruises, that's for sure.
Yes.
5:34 left here in the third. 10-point lead. Trojans looking to go to 3-1 in league play. It's a must-win if they want to keep their SCL title hopes alive. Sonoma trying to get a signature win as they have started to rebuild their program, but they have some exceptional programs that have really done, that has started to show some talent, and they've done a good job tonight so far.
The coaches are getting real riled up.
And that is what you needed from Jack Anderson. Head coach Scott Bears says finally as he hits it. Finally from Jack Anderson.
Yes.
He has missed about everything from every spot on the floor tonight. But if he can finally get going, that would be huge for the help the Trojans pull away. Brendan Hogan, actually not going to, it was Khalil B.S. Martinez, who we haven't seen a lot, the sophomore on the drive. And he is going to head to the line for 2, the 5'11" sophomore.
Student section put on the pressure, and he did not make it.
And Martinez only 1 of 4 from the line before that shot, so not a lot of experience. Only a sophomore, 3 sophomores on the Dragons.
Got it.
Might not be used to this big spotlight. It's been noisy, loud all night long. Don't forget again tomorrow, we continue 3 straight days of live streams never done before on Trojan Live as the Petaluma High Varsity girls basketball team has its biggest game in 5 years against the Anthem Tigers. Trey Davis! And back-to-back threes on possessions for the Trojans. Davis has played spectacularly. Almost got his 4th steal there. And then Davis falls And whoa, now
there
Devin
seems to be a
responds.
fight.
And this is turning very ugly. Trying to get everyone back. Coach Bears is having to push some of the students back there. Oh my goodness.
That was intense.
Yeah, well,
Oh my.
unfortunately, some people lost their cool there. It was Garrett, I believe, that was in there with Davis, and then I think Davis flopped to the ground, but
I think it was Devin who pushed first. Or not Devin, or I don't know. I don't know who the fight was between. I think it was between Devin and the blonde kid.
it's hard to see what happened. It looked like the Sonoma players said he might have said something. Whatever the case, Devin Gottschall unfortunately really lost his cool, and he shoved, and then everyone started getting in. Luckily, Coach Bears, both coaches on both teams, got out of the way of that
right away.
before that really got ugly.
Because the students are about to jump in. People
Yeah,
get really spirited.
Not the way you want to see from the students, but luckily they never got there.
Right.
And certainly I think it's been a little frustrating for Sonoma tonight. They've had a lot of good looks. They've had some frustration with the refs, and it's been physical there. The press has been superb, including Trey Davis there, but both teams lose their cool. Trojans' lead is 15, as it looks like everything is okay now. Coach Bears talking with head coach of Sonoma Bike Bulls, smiles on both faces. And think both teams coming down will be interesting to see after that if the Trojans can stay. And they did assign before actually the shove on Gottschall. They gave the technical foul to Tyler Garrett, who was the initiator there. And whatever he did, I didn't see it. I don't know if you caught that, Simone, but that Gottschall responded with a shove to him.
Yeah, I just saw someone get pushed. Someone I know said something that probably upset him, and then they began pushing.
And I think Garrett, I believe, has been ejected from this game.
Oh,
which
wow.
is a little unfortunate to see, but whatever he did was infuriating. You can't see it if you go back in the stream. And actually, we have someone in the live chat tell us we probably could see what exactly just went on there. Not the first altercation Trojans have been in. They had a very physical win over Vintage on the road there in Napa against a really good Crushers team. Trojans probably actually best victory of the season, 59-44. They didn't shake hands after that game. It got a little ugly there as well.
Yeah, they might want to keep them separate for a little bit until things
so
cool down.
Having long conversations, might see technical on Gottschall as well, but we are just going to await the ruling as the refs and the coaches continue to have a discussion. We'll throw it back on us here. 4:31 left to go here at the third quarter, and notwithstanding that, Trojans look like they might be able to pull away. We'll see after they respond after that, but it looks like the Dragons have gotten frustrated.
Devin seems to have some sort of a Band-Aid on his wrist now. Maybe the other teams might have scratched him, and I don't know.
So both teams holding up. Michael Bartopol reminding everybody of the good sportsmanship in the stands and on the field with, we didn't see there, but most of the time the student section does do a very strong job. In other sporting news, as we continue to have the rest talking to the coaches, the Varsity boys soccer team got its first victory of the season on Tuesday night, and now they're looking for back-to-back.
Wow.
Tonight against Del Molino, and should have a good chance tonight against the Lions. That should be fun.
Yes.
Players are ready, coaches and the refs are not, and this game was pretty physical early. Calmed down a little after that. Girls soccer team has a big game against Sonoma Varsity girls soccer game tomorrow over at the East Washington Fields. They had a tough loss to Annalee last week. As we're going to see the two team captains. You saw Brendan O'Neill, secondary team captain, and Jack Bodell shaking hands, just trying to get it calmed down.
Yeah.
Also don't know if they're going to rule any decision on fans or players rushing out off the bench, which you're not officially allowed to do, but there is a lot of housekeeping and a lot of maintenance going on here, a long delay. This will impact the game, and right now the Trojans are almost at a breaking point. It feels like if they can get a run going, this game could be over.
Yes, they've been discussing this for a while. Let's hope.
And after this game, Trojans hope to go to 3-1. We mentioned they'll be at Annalee on Tuesday, which we mentioned they've really struggled against the Tigers, but the Tigers are down. That's going to be a big one. But assuming they can take care of that, it is going to be the game of the season against Healdsburg a week from today. It will be 7:30 as they take on the Greyhounds, undefeated in SCL. They demolish Pioneer when they play them. So they are looking to continue that as Mr. Napoli, the vice principal here, got to talk with the student section and almost maybe ready for the start of play here. We've gotten about a 4-minute stoppage, so Garrett was not ejected. He is still going to actually play. I think the student section wanted him ejected. Trojans will get 3 throws when we resume, and we still have more live streams after that, and another big game will be on January 29th as they take on the Pioneer Prospectors. It's a Monday night special, and Prospectors, they lost too narrowly. They're going to really look for revenge. That's going to be a pivotal game again to win the SCL title, first time since 1993. And then another, it's going to be a really tough game against Montgomery. They are undefeated in MBL. They just beat Cardinal Newman 2 nights ago.
Wow.
That will be Saturday, 4 o'clock special time for that one. And then senior night is going to be huge. You might be able to see the senior banners that they put up recently with the 7 seniors on the Trojans. So there's going to be a lot of honoring this class, which has been huge.
Yes.
And the development of this Petaluma basketball program has been so vital as well. They have really built it up. The refs now talking to the scorebook, so we're continuing to have a discussion here. We anticipate the resuming of play in just a moment. Feel free to comment in the live chat as well, like this video. You can check out all of our other basketball videos. We have our wrestling live stream from last night that has over 180
Wow.
yeah, 180 views. So it was a thrilling victory. They dominated Sonoma, and they're looking for back-to-back SCL titles. The wrestling team there in command.
Very exciting.
Should it be a lot of fun?
I know a lot of the wrestlers were very proud of that.
Yes, and a
match.
great bunch. Not happier to have it happen to none other than them.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe almost ready. One of the wrestlers left the score, but the other ref still talking. Delay has reached about 10 minutes here.
Students are booing. I don't know at who, but.
And also, if you subscribe to our channel, Simone, you get an email whenever we go live.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So they can never miss a stream.
Right, so tomorrow night, in case you forget, 7 o'clock, biggest Varsity girls basketball game. Oh, hold on, we get the technicals. So Garrett will get a technical, and then I believe Davis rushed in a little late there. I did not see what he did, but I saw his father in there, so that's never a good sign. And trying to get him away. So both will get technicals as Coach Barris wants to talk to Trey Davis again, and I believe that's now 4 fouls on him. And finally, we are ready to go after a slight melee. Turned into a lot of work here. The 15-point lead for the Trojans, and the positive today, they've gotten production from so many players that haven't always gave it to them. The negative, Anderson's been pretty iffy tonight. Devin Gottschall relatively quiet.
Yeah,
Two leading scorers, you need them to get going. O'Neill's been solid tonight, averaging 10, but Gottschall also coming in averaging 10 points a game, including at a 24-point game against Casa. Had some really nice performances, but not huge from either team tonight.
Yes.
All right, here we go. They're going to, because the technicals on both teams, there aren't going to be any free throws. They're just going to cancel out. The fouls will be applied to both players. And we are ready to go once again. been an intense game tonight. You can tell how much Sonoma has wanted this one, but we're going to have a run before the end of the third here. 12 more minutes to go here live from the PHS Sim, Petaluma against Sonoma. Izette has been spectacular tonight.
Yes.
Leads the Trojans in scoring. His by far best game of the year, and might remember this one if he can continue to have his production he has had tonight. Gottschall posting in. He does have the size disadvantage, maybe why they've gone to him a little less. Anderson, the runner, and an impossible bag.
That was really good teamwork in that play.
Behind the backboard by the time he landed on that shot. It's somehow banked in, and he's getting a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Wow.
That's a huge shot coming after the long break. We'll have more conversations now here with the refs. Maybe we'll get Anderson going. He did it a three, but just missed a lot of easy shots, and his confidence has been so much down after the Piner loss. Really only one on the Trojans that has looked down after that loss to the Prospectors. Sonoma trying to rush it. They need points now. It needs to start coming quickly. They were outstanding from the three-point line in that first half. They're going to need more of that. Drive was off balance. Never had a chance from Bodell. Their leading scorers really struggled. O'Neal running the court. Wide open.
Oh.
Couldn't net. Halfway through this third. 18-point lead is the biggest of the game. And Garrett's hit a couple threes tonight, but he's off the mark there. And you wonder where he is mentally after he was in the middle of that little melee a couple minutes ago. Trying to again get it into Anderson, but really Hogan has done a fantastic job tonight on defense. And he's guarded both Anderson and Gottschall, and it's been really superb. Wide open is Bodell. And when you're averaging 13 points a game, you're not going to miss that. Back to 15. Sonoma got it down to 8 points, but it was a big, nice finish by Gottschall. They got it back up to 10 at half. It's the closest Sonoma's been since early in the first here. The risk is the Trojans have gone cold so many times this year. That's why that record doesn't look so great. They've suffered so many close losses.
Right.
Izetta open. Wow.
That was great.
Robbie Izetta is in a different planet tonight. He was on planet Earth most of this season. He might have gone to Mars against El Molino. Tonight, he looks like he's on Pluto.
Yes.
Almost automatic from downtown. He's only missed a few. He has 15 points. Filan with the respond. Sonoma Valley getting going a little offensively.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but has Isaiah made the most points tonight?
Izetta leads the team in scoring. It has been exceptional play from the junior guard, who's really the only player returning that's going to get much playing time, and that's huge for next year, not that you think about it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Sonoma's found their offense. Vies Martinez lead is 14, and it looks like the Dragons have actually responded pretty positively, I'd say, to that ruckus. It might have woken them up a little bit. Steal by Garrett, hesitates, and Anderson rejects them. Offensive board, though, by Filan. Well, Anderson could have guarded it better, but it held into the right man, right time. 6-2 run for the Dragons. Gottschall aggressive.
Oh.
And he's fouled, went to the line for 2. He looks still a little bit frustrated after that shove a couple minutes ago, if you missed it. Trojans will be in the bonus on the next foul, so Sonoma's fouled a lot more here, and that has been a big advantage. Only 3 fouls on the Trojans this time, as they've really drawn back from that press, and that's resulted in a lot less fouls, so not an issue there. Alexander's going to re-enter. Haven't seen him in a while. He played pretty well, though. He continues to be a huge force for the Trojans. Now they've been in league play with his size, and he really helps with some additional rest for Anderson and O'Neal. However, in this position, you can go absolutely huge in this role. O'Neal suddenly becomes the shooting guard. And when you have someone in Brendan O'Neal that is 6 feet at the shooting guard, that size is so hard to deal with if you're the Dragons.
Right.
And throwing it away there was Simangio. Hasn't been the special player we saw last year. They've cut down on the turnovers, but not enough there. O'Neal with the fancy footwork. Oh my!
That
Oh, Brendan O'Neal, that was gorgeous stuff from the three-point line. Answer, though, by Boyle. He's starting to get going. He gets a smile from his head coach, Mike Boyle. His lead is 12. He's a special player. There's no doubt about it. And he has handled the situation very well, especially in the second half. O'Neal coming off a 20-point game against finally the Trojans. And Doug Anderson with the three. He had the three-point play a couple minutes ago. Maybe that got him going. Anderson in double digits, even though it's really felt like a struggle. He's really been the focal point of the offense tonight. Simangio dribbling through a forest, but he's really struggled to finish at the rack. Alexander pulls down a man's board. Shot clock turned off now. Gottschall. They're going to call a foul. Trent Garrett, backup center for the Dragons, called for the foul there. Gottschall led for two at the line. Lead 15 here, and even though Sonoma offensively has really picked it up, both teams really look like they answered after that incident, and we've seen a lot of offense, a lot of good play here, but it's going to be hard for the Dragons to make a run if the Trojans are playing like this.
Right.
Phelan will take a seat. Nicholas Spanger, 6'1" junior forward for the Dragons liner. It's packed gym here, battle of the fans. Pretty close to full on this Thursday night affair. Offensive board by Anderson, and he'll head to the line for two more. And now a technical foul. The frustration starting to build for Sonoma. They've really shown their talent, but it hasn't been enough. Trent Garrett called for the technical foul. Now that's only
Very spirited cheers from the student section.
It's only going to make the student section happier. So Anderson now will get 4 free throws and really a chance to put this game nearly away.
Yes.
If he can sink most of these. And he has been much better from the free throw line, the 6'4", 175-pound senior. And this outstanding season, 24 points against Casa. It was a remarkable game against the Egg Bowl. Gauchos just couldn't defend him. They won that rivalry game, put up 16 against Napa. I mentioned his 17, a really impressive effort against a good Emmanuel team. Those are the technical free throws. Now he gets 2 more. Shot clock turned off when Sonoma has it. It's starting to drift away from them, and the offense is probably going to be a high, as really the lesson that Anderson and no matter how much you go to Anderson and Gottschall, no matter how good they are, they're not going to provide as much offense as if you can get production from everyone up and down the lineup, and we have seen that tonight.
He misses the last one.
3 out of 4, but the biggest lead now of the game, and it's going to stay Trojan ball because of the technical with the 19-point lead.
We are definitely in a good place.
It was an up and down non-conference. Mentioned that Trojans came out crushed Terralinda, but a really bad loss to Novato, worst loss of the season. Almost finished 3rd in the Rose tourney, but they fell to Redwood in the third place game. A tough loss there, and they just fallen in a lot of their games to teams that are at their level. Here tonight, Sonoma probably not as strong as Alexander's going to head to the line for 2, and
he seems to be hurt.
Can you see the number there? That is, I don't have the number, but the Dragon down. It looks like his leg might be bothering him.
23. Who is
the center, Hogan.
Hogan.
He's played well tonight defensively, even if the scoreboard's not going to limit it. But Trojans have shown if you have options elsewhere, Alexander, Izetta, Davis, O'Neal, you're getting that production off the bench. It's really hard to stop you offensively. And the Trojan defense in every game has always come out to play, only allowing 49 points per game. And they've even against Cardinal Newman, the best team I would say they faced on their schedule, probably allowed 59 points in that one. So been really good.
Oh.
Air ball to end the third quarter, and the Trojans finished that exactly how they would have liked. As we have 11 viewers, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, and keep the live chat going as well. Oh, we're going to get another performance by the cheerleaders. Oh, actually that top is gone off. We'll get the performance by the cheerleaders in just a moment. Good job by the cheerleaders. We have lost our up top camera. We're going to, there we go. So Trojans looking to close this out. Biggest lead of the game at 19. It's, again, mentioned it a lot, but we really, if you can make it out to the game tomorrow, I would highly recommend it. The girls team tomorrow needs a raucous crowd. The boys team sounded all year. The girls team, they haven't had that luck, and it's been apparent they've had some close games and haven't been able to finish, in part to that they haven't had this rocker crowd. They love a student section like this. That would really help against the Annalee team. That's going to be even. The girls team has really struggled to play a full game of intensity, but when you have a student section, that really helps. The Trojans tonight have played a full game of intensity.
Right.
O'Neal unable to say that. They'll stay Dragons ball. All the starters still out there. Sonoma can shoot the three, so it's not over yet, but they're going to have to get going and get hot quickly. No doubt going to look for Bodell, who has played well all season long for the Dragons, and he's been really good in the second half tonight, helping them in scoring. They were so cold in the first. Rejected. Kenny Alexander not allowing that inlet pass. It was a creative move, but Alexander was having none of it. He has played so well, and you thought, oh, maybe he'd be a little rusty. You mentioned only had 3 games, but he's looked so ready coming out there.
Yeah.
Dragons have really struggled with the inbounds play, but so many turnovers they've had tonight, and credit to the Trojan defense for forcing a lot of turnovers. The zone defense, so it's really tough to crack, and they pretty much ruled out going inside at all. So Manju hasn't been able to finish the guard in there, and they've had to rely on their threes.
Right.
Holmes will enter. Gottschall's going to take a seat. And I think he's been what they want tonight. He's been the leader on the floor. He's been the captain.
Yeah.
And they don't need him to put up 24 points in this game because they're getting production from elsewhere. And
yes.
He's done what they've needed. That was a nice inbounds play there by Sonoma. Cuts the lead to 17. Cheerleaders also providing a lot of spirit here tonight on the spirited Thursday evening. O'Neal will head to the line for 2. And Trojans now in the double bonus. It's been really aggressive play in the second half, and I think knowing that the size wasn't there, Scott Bears probably had the adjustments in the locker room, and the Trojans have taken advantage of that inside wealth here. They could possibly reach 70 points for the first time this season. That would certainly be very impressive. Credit to head coach Scott Bears. He's done such a good job. He's now in his 3rd year as head coach, as O'Neal hits both. He made NCS back-to-back appearances. It was the first time since 91, 92, and if they win it again, if they make NCS again, and it seems very likely, Max Preps has them at 17 right now, but that's their odd seeding. They'll probably be up in the 12-13. If they could win SCL, maybe a home game, but would look unlikely, and it would probably be the first time 3 straight NCS appearances since you saw Take On Me on top of the pop charts. Dragons pull down an offensive board, and Holmes with good hands, but it will stay Dragon ball. Anderson, Alexander, Holmes, Davis, and O'Neal in there. Trojans can keep the lead. They like to get some of their juniors and reserves a little bit of action tonight, but the Dragons have kept it close all night long and showed their moxie. They're going to get some victories tonight. They're gonna keep it close, I think, with Piner and they can absolutely beat Annalee, what I've seen from them tonight.
Ooh.
Foul on O'Neal off the ball, trying to go over the screen. Spanger taking the foul there. But only 16 fouls on the Trojans. They've done a good job limiting that, not even in the bonus yet.
Yeah. As compared to Sonoma, who has 10 fouls, so.
Mentioned Sonoma. They will face Annalee next. That's a big game if they're going to want to make the SCL tournament. 4 teams do
Oh.
in February, and that'll be on Saturday night against the Tigers. I bet the Dragon Gym will be rocking for that one. So they've shown that the ability, certainly, to do that. Trojans' next game is also against the Tigers, Tuesday night at Annalee, and then we're back live Thursday night.
Oh.
So they take on Healdsburg. Undefeated are the Greyhounds. Davis, another steal. We might talk to him after the game. He has been really good defensively tonight. I think that's his 5th steal of the evening. And Trojans again go to a little press. Holmes in there aggressively. It will stay Dragon Ball. And we're going to see the first junior reserve entering, Zachary Clark,
Yes.
will enter the game. And it's certainly big now with the Trojans, so many seniors on this team that they're going to want to get the juniors involved. But
Yeah.
the goal now is an SCL championship for the first time in 19 years. It's Samangio. It's something to cheer about.
Yeah, so
Laying
they're
in the foul.
definitely pushing in their stronger players.
It's been a struggle tonight inside there for the Dragons, something they wish they'd worked on together. But the tall trees inside with Gottschall and Anderson, and Alexander's been so huge, you can't be physical. It's hard to do a whole lot in there. Justin Cox had the 3-point play, not Shimangio. He'll convert it. And the lead down to 17. Trojans in control here, trying to head to 3-1 in SCL play. Still control their own destiny in SCL, but no room for any mistakes now after their loss to Pioneer. They've been helped by a great student section trying to battle the fans here tonight. Anderson, Alexander, the offensive board. Someone couldn't finish. O'Neal is battling so hard out there, even have the lead. And the Trojans just keep on battling. Tied by head coach Scott Bears. That might be it for the starters. But that was such a fantastic effort by the Trojans there. This game might be over, but they are really continuing to battle out there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are way up in points, but they're not letting that.
And O'Neal, one of the strongest spirits. You always talk about there's a heart and soul on a team. I think it's Brendan O'Neal. He always plays like it's his last game. He wants it so much. He's so passionate about the sport.
He is so hyped up the entire game.
Team captain and leader last year. We've seen multiple explanations and hyping the team out, hyping the students up. He's the better behaving Baker Mayfield of the Trojans, I would say. And he's done a good job as they lead by 16 here over the Dragons. And a really good turnaround. We were worried the Trojans might be still thinking about their last game, but we haven't seen that.
Really only seemed to make them want it more.
And Izetta has been absolutely spectacular tonight. He's probably the star of the game. He's put up 15 points. He has shot spectacularly. Averaged only a couple points per game. But after going through those injuries, going through a shooting slump, he has broken out. And he was my pick for Breakout Player of the Year. And he might finally making me look smart. So most of the starters stay in there. Davis, Clark, Gottschall, Alexander, and O'Neal for the Trojans. Most of the starters also out there for the Dragons. Gottschall's 3 is pure. He loves that corner 3. Last year was his favorite shot. He has some big games just shooting from the same spot. And you see that there. It's a 19-point lead now. George Tynes about to enter. Got some more reserves in, and Tynes had a sweet block. Don't know if you saw it, Simone, against El Molino. Check out our, we'll have that highlight tomorrow on our interview. We talked with Ketty and Robbie after the El Molino game, so that will be there, but you can also back on our live stream when they took on El Molino on Saturday. And Tynes, it was in the 4th, but he had a spectacular block to swat away, and He's a little bit of a raw player, but he has really started to develop. He's going to be really good next year. Reed Hewitt looking for the second free throw here. Sonoma's starting to get some of their more unexperienced players sometimes. It's only a sophomore. 17-point lead. Trojans have had it double digits this entire second half. The offense has been wonderful.
Oh.
Tynes waiting. That was a travel. And that's the raw talent that you saw there from Tynes.
Yes.
He needed to go up with it right away. Waited a little too long. Was also success tonight for the JV team. They blew out Sonoma. It was never close. An easy victory, and they go to 8-4 on the season. They remain undefeated in SCL. The JV team's been playing really well. Foul on Davis. So we're approaching the halfway mark, and don't go anywhere after the game. We're going to talk to the stars of the game, along with head coach Scott Bears after the Trojans get a victory here tonight. It was certainly it's been an interesting game, hasn't it? At the line now is Hewitt again for the Dragons. Can't convert the 1-1. They'll be in the double bonus on their next free throw. Dragons pulled out on the board here. 3 ball is off the mark. Offensive board by Hewitt. And foul on Tynes. Hewitt back to the line for 2 more. And a lot more live streams coming up. We mentioned the big one Friday, tomorrow night.
Right.
On Monday night, the girls basketball team will be right back at it. It'll be a non-league game, an MLK Day special at 4 o'clock against Northgate. So should be a good game as well for the Trojans. Good test for them against the East Bay. And obviously, their confidence in that game will be dictated by the Annalee game. So don't miss that tomorrow night at 7, live here on our channel. But should be a good one against Northgate. And then Healdsburg next Thursday will be our following live stream after that. And also that will be the winter court selection. So winter court's coming up.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
And the following day will be a big game for the girls team, a Friday night, week from tomorrow, as they will take on Piner. So lots of live streams coming up in the following months with both boys and girls basketball teams looking for SCL titles. Rebound, George Tynes!
Good
The
job,
first of
George.
his varsity career. That's something special. Didn't
Yes.
expect to see the range from the big men. And the students actually erupted at that. But Tynes looked confident from there, extends the lead to 18, and laughing about it with Trey Davis.
Yeah, they seem very happy about that.
That is probably one he's practiced, and he's waited a long time to get out here in front of all these fans and light bulbs and all this attention. And in a 3, and he got it there.
It's a good night for that to happen. There's a lot of people out here.
Hewitt will hit his first free throw. He's frequented the line a lot. Samangio is going to finish his night. Just did not have it. Could not finish at the rack like we saw last year. And it's a big struggle for Sonoma. We're not able to keep off offensively. They're still going to finish with close to 50 points. Offensive board and the foul. It's the last thing you want here. Bodell is re-entered, and Anderson's going to have to come back in here. You can't give up offensive boards and fouls. That's what the Trojans have been doing. Suddenly the double bonus of the Dragons.
Yeah.
It's down to 16. Going to be 15 with this free throw. And you don't want to give the Dragons even a glimmer of hope here with still 4 minutes left. Bodell, only a junior. Trojans will see him again in the new league, but Sonoma and Petaluma will both remain in the Vine Valley League, along with Casa Vintage, Napa, and American Canyon with the league realignment. It'll be a tough schedule in a lot of sports for the Trojans. Anders baseline J wouldn't go. Hewitt's out and running, and I'd say it's only reserve, but keep him out there. He's getting to the line, and the jumper good from Spanger, and suddenly Bears wants to call a timeout. This is down to 13.
Wow.
Well, we were calling this over, but I believe the fat lady is not sung just yet. She was getting ready backstage, but they might keep the lock and key on that back door right now.
Yeah. Sonoma's coming with a comeback.
Good shooting by them, and they didn't give in to this one. They've been through a lot, and a lot of tough calls, obviously the little melee, and they battled through it all, so that's been impressive here, Riley. And 3:42 full timeout for the Trojans. Both teams with one timeout left if this does get closer, and both teams in double bonus. Sonoma's done a good job getting aggressive, and they've got to the line, and they've shot well from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's been a good night.
So a lot also happening here at Petaluma High. We're back from winter break first week, and winter court coming up, and a lot of things going on, right?
What?
A lot of things going on, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. What else?
We got Club Rush coming up. That's next week.
That's true. Kids can have a second chance to sign up for those clubs they've been hearing all about. Hopefully we get some new JSA.
Yeah, me and Simone part of an excellent club. If you're from Petaluma High, I hope you've heard by now. JSA, Junior States of America, largest club on campus here at Petaluma High. 13-point lead, and Clark's going to remain out there, so he's going to get some good experience. The junior doesn't shoot a lot, but he's a scrappy player, and he loves basketball. Davis from downtown. That might have been the dagger. Good battle by Clark, but he couldn't keep it in. Davis had a really good first half.
Yes.
Shot very well, and
he
will
might be
take
getting
a
a little tired. I think he deserves a little break.
And with Davis and Izetta playing well, they've played a lot more than they normally do. It's often been that starting lineup of Wolbert and Anderson and Gottschall, O'Neal out there. So more players getting more time, and that conditioning will set in eventually. But often the first time you do it, it's a little unexpected. Bodell with a little dirt pull-up will go. And Alexander getting on the ground. Jump ball, and the arrow will give it to the Trojans. It's a very quick break for Davis. And it's the quickest break you could get. Now Clark's going to come out. Good experience for him, though. 3 minutes left. Trojans trying to close this out here. They've led by as much as 20, but Sonoma's put a little run back together and tighten this up just a little. Haven't got down to single digits just yet, though. Izetta leads the Trojans tonight. He has played absolutely outstanding and got his confidence against El Molino last Saturday, and it really blossomed for an outstanding performance tonight. Anderson and Gottschall have been quieter. Alexander gets to the line, and he's done a good job tonight as well. And he's not the hugest scorer, but he's going to contribute in so many ways, especially defensively. He's been such an issue for Sonoma inside. Alexander, the junior, we mentioned, transfer from Newman. First game was just last week in the varsity. He was at JV at Newman, which is an outstanding basketball program. You can really see he was trained very well there by Cardinal Newman. And he did also play at the junior high, Petaluma Junior High.
Oh, wow.
On the basketball team. So he does know many of these players, which has helped with the chemistry, obviously.
Yes.
Splits the pair, 14-point lead. Sonoma's got to jack up some threes. They don't want to wave the white flag just yet. Stewart. Justin Cox has been pretty quiet tonight. Reed Hewitt is outstanding in the fourth quarter. He's gone to the line a lot. Well surpassing his average already tonight is Hewitt. Just a point a game.
Yeah.
A lot of time going off the clock, down to 5 now. And that was an acrobatic move by Stewart, but he couldn't finish, and he wasted a lot of time there. O'Neal with that aggressiveness and the finish. That's spectacular from Brendan O'Neal. The toilet bowl in the bucket, and then he was giving the sauce to the student section on the way back down.
Yeah.
That aggressiveness and that ability to finish from Brendan O'Neal is absolutely outstanding. And with that, the 16-point lead, it looks like Coach Bears is ready to make a line change, and he's confident that the starters have done enough. This has been hard fought. It hasn't been easy, but I think it's good for the Trojans. They had LC and Elbow work that big challenges. Yeah, they got their confidence up, but maybe they weren't ready for the skill of Piner. They're going to be ready for Healdsburg and Annalee next week.
Yes.
Sonoma provided a great challenge.
Yeah.
Head coach Mike Bowles has to be proud of his Dragons, but head coach Scott Bears with assistants Nick Iacobi, Steve Mayurt, and his father, John Bears, who former head coach, have done a very good job in building this program. They built the Petaluma basketball program from dormancy to an absolute success, and now an SCL favorite, and that has been huge. We do now have a timeout on the floor, or timeout on Sonoma, and Feel free to leave us any final comments on the live chat, and then stay tuned after the game as we're getting a Snapchat going here.
Yeah.
As we will grab some interviews, head coach Scott Bears, and a star of the game, so you do not want to miss that. Those are always a lot of fun. 16-point lead, 144, so Trojans look like they put it away now. They're tied it with Piner. Actually, they're half a game above Piner. They haven't had their bye yet. That will be on Saturday. So that's some time to rest for them. But they half a game up against Piner. They're a game back from Healdsburg, who remains undefeated, 4-0 so far on the season. They have been very good so far.
Yes.
Bodell, too, from the line. Also, thank you to Annika Schmidt tonight. She has done a wonderful job with the camera work. And Jordan Zajon and Cole Moss also joining us at halftime. Bodell sings the pair. It's Clark, Davis, Garrett Gehring, the junior, has entered for the first time. Robert Holmes back in, and George Tynes has re-entered as well. Clark back in, really a basketball junkie. You've caught him watching basketball couple times on his iPad, where maybe he shouldn't, but shows how much he loves the sport. Three ball is good. Robert Holmes with a huge smile on his face. He's not going to hit a whole lot of threes, but a big bucket there. Bodell with the answer. He's done a great job tonight.
The Trojans have hit 70. That hasn't happened yet?
No, it's not happened. This is going to be their season high in points. Great points, Simone, as Clark looking to add to it, and it just shows that up and down the lineup, everyone's chipping in their 2 cents. It is going to be an offensively impressive night, and they've played a lot better teams and haven't been able to put an offensive output like this. Best of this season. Defense wasn't as strong maybe tonight as it has been in other games, but I think if Coach Bears, if you're going to put up 70 in every game, Coach Bears will take a defense maybe giving up a few more points as long as the intensity of that zone stays the same. Trey Davis will head to the line for 2. We're going to try to talk to him after the game. Trojans get the victory. Davis can't hit the first free throw. 46.8 seconds left to go here. Trojans moved to 9-8 overall in the season. Sonoma will drop to 6-10. Trojans rank 574th in the state right now, but that number is going to rise. Their record doesn't look too pretty, but we mentioned it. They played a really good schedule. They have the Clovis tournament where they lost 3 of 4, and they have not too many outstanding wins. This is Bodell keeps on adding to his stat box, but they have been really good. Tides can't handle it. It turns it over. Shot clock turned off here. Everyone calling for Tides to dunk it. So Schroeder's record isn't great. That could hurt their NCS standing, but hopefully the committee looks at it. It does see a lot of those close losses, but they really need to beat Healdsburg and Piner for a higher SCL seed, and maybe Montgomery, because they want to get some good wins. Their best win of the season right now against Vintage, but it fell so narrowly to Redwood, Emmanuel, in a crushing 1-point loss. I was there against Sandra Fell. It's on our YouTube channel. Really blew a game against a good Bulldogs team they were better at, but that was a game where Devin Gottschall did not shoot well, really struggled, and Jack Anderson was the only offense there, and they couldn't go to anyone else. And they're going to hope that never happens again. They proved that everyone can contribute tonight. It's going to say Sonoma ball after the missed free throw, but it's only inevitable, too late, too little, and the students have done a great job as well tonight, Simone.
Right, yeah. They've really helped the Trojans build their confidence. It's the
Justin Cox, the lay-in. Lead down to 12, and Trey Davis ahead to Holmes, and the Dragons still battling hard. Poked out. Mentioned Trojans will have the bye on Saturday, which is good. They played a lot of games lately, and they have looked a little tired at times tonight, but they're going to get a chance to rest, and they'll be back at it at Italy on the 16th, and against Healdsburg on the 18th. Don't forget to tune into our live stream tomorrow, but stay right here. Interviews are next. Brendan O'Neill is fired up, no doubt, as we will have interviews, so stay right here. Can you grab the mic cables over there, and then the mic should be one of those black dots. Testing. We on? All right. Sorry for the delay here, and we are here with Trey Davis. You had a strong game, especially in the first half in the Trojans' victory. You're really improving. How do you get it done?
Just constantly working and grinding in the gym. Our team wants this SEL title, and that we're not going to stop for anything else.
And you had, I think, 4 steals, if I counted right, all in the backcourt. What was your mentality in that press?
Just pressure the heck out of them. Not don't let them cross that half court. You want that ball more than they do.
And game did get very intense tonight, but you guys were able to keep the Dragons at bay. How were you able to do that?
We just have a brotherhood of players on the team. Like, we've been playing since we've been in 3rd grade. We know each other. We can calm each other down. We know each other's mentalities, and I think that's the key to our success.
The team has 2 huge games next week, Annalee and Healdsburg. You guys, when you have played some of the top teams on your schedule, have fallen just short in close games, including against Pioneer on Tuesday. How do you finish this time?
We're just going to work. I mean, this is just another game. We played a couple games up in Fresno, and that competition is better than any competition we're going to see in SEL. So we just got to grind and play our game.
Thank you so much, Trey. All right, that was Trey Davis. Team, no, you can stop recording now. Team is in the locker room now, so we will talk. You could press that. It's recording again. We will talk with head coach Scott Bears. We might grab another player too, no guarantees, but thank you to Trey for the great interview there. We'll be out in about 3-4 minutes, so stick around for that interview. You could join me here, Simone, if you would like, as the Trojans will celebrate this victory today. It was interesting. It got intense, but they held on. I think the Dragons provided the test they wanted.
Yeah, I think they definitely built a lot of confidence going into SEL. I'm saying that right? Yes. Cool. This is one of my first basketball games I've watched, and I was really impressed with our team. I've heard some really good things, and it was great to see it live.
And I think it was the offense tonight that you mentioned. 71 points. Their high so far before in the season was 65 against teams that were worse. I mean, Sonoma is a talented team. They did not give up. That was the most points they've given up all season long. So just really outstanding by them that they were able to put up that. And they got so much production. We talked with Trey. He had a strong game tonight. Robbie was huge. What a performance from Robbie Izetta tonight. But they were able to get Anderson and Gottschall involved, I think, without monopolizing it and not allowing the opportunity. And maybe if everyone else is confident with their shot, can they bring that in when they play the top teams? Because they haven't done that yet. We thought they looked good against El Molino. Players look confident. They look happy. All right, they're going to take it in against Pioneer, and it didn't happen. Their defense suffered a lot of fouls, but they really struggled offensively. They put up 47 points in that game, and it was the Jack Anderson show. They did not have anywhere else to go, and it's a lot harder going on the road. This home court advantage is huge. As you mentioned, they haven't lost at home yet.
That's a lot.
Yeah. 4-0 at home so far, and almost half their wins. And they were dominant at home last year on a team that was a lot less experienced. They only lost 1 game, and that was to SEL champion Annalee all the whole time last home. So the student section was rocking all night. I mean, how much do you think they helped the players?
I definitely think they helped a lot by intimidating the other team. They had these chants that really got them hyped up too.
We did see Sonoma lost their cool. They did lose their poise, and things did get a little bit out of hand. But nonetheless, it's very intimidating, and Sonoma came out very slow. And we've seen that almost both the last 2 years, where teams have come out slow here in this gym because it's very raucous, and it can be overwhelming, especially for a young team like the Dragons. So Trojans get the victory. We will talk with head coach Scott Bears as soon as they are out to the locker room. I think a lot to talk about tonight, so could be a little bit longer. But again, come on out tomorrow night if you can make it to the gym to watch the Petaluma Varsity girls basketball team biggest game in 5 years. They've struggled the last couple years, but this year they have the experience. It looks like they might just be ready to get a title again, and they are hoping for that, but they're almost certainly going to need to beat Annalee at home. It's going to be absolutely huge. If you can't make it, we'll be live once again. 7 p.m. is the tip, so 30 minutes earlier than tonight. Don't be late. It's going to be a big one. And I'm going to go check with head coach Scott Bears, and I'll be back in a moment.
Trojan Live is I go to my classes. Really like all my classes this year. But it mostly is JSA. I have about 3 meetings a week for that. It depends. There's one with the whole crew. There's an officer meeting. And then if we're close to convention, we have convention meetings. So it takes up a lot of my time, but it's worth it. Yeah, this is my first basketball game. I really enjoyed it. I think everyone did really well. The whole team seemed very happy with that. Yeah. The theme was Hawaii. That's always fun.
Who do you think was the standout player of the game?
I think Rob Yaizetta was the standout player of this game. His average score, according to Griffin, was 1 point per game, and he had 5 or 6 or something. That's
Quite a few standard deviations away.
yes. He did great. Probably one of his best games. According to Griffin, I wouldn't know, but he seemed to play really well. Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about this team, so I'm happy I got to see them. Getting those Trojan Live credits,
Yeah, you are.
always important. Here's
Yes. All right, we are here with head coach Scott Bears after the Trojans' victory tonight, and you guys got a season high in points tonight with 71, and it feels like you got contributions from up and top your lineup. How are you guys able to do that, and how do you hope to maintain that?
We were executing our sets well tonight, better than normal, and we always play better in our home gym. A little home cooking always helps these boys play better. In the future, we're going to start trying to bring this mentality on the road with us, and we're going to try and accomplish some of our goals this year. But we're always able to get the ball to the basket here at home.
Team did lose their poise maybe a little bit tonight. How do you hope to see the guys maintain that in the future?
We addressed that on the floor and just now in the locker room. And our guys, they could be a little rowdy, but they do understand what we're trying to accomplish and that there is going to be consequences, for those kind of actions. Basketball is a pretty heated game, and it's easy to get lost in the moment. But with the way the game went at Pioneer on Tuesday and now tonight, unfortunately, we might have kind of a reputation going with us. Not that it's all true, but it's there. So we're gonna have to watch ourselves in court and really be composed.
Team has 2 huge games coming up with Annalee and Healdsburg, and guys have played close to a lot of good teams, but haven't been able to pull out the victory. How do you finish this time?
Well, that's something we've been talking about as well. We've played 5 games now this season that were within 3 points the last minute and a half, and we haven't won any of those games. And those games come down to the little things, giving up offensive rebounds, silly turnovers, missed layups, all things that you go back and reflect on and watch film on. They really do control the outcome. So if we're going to pull out close wins, you got to take care of the little things. And the team that stays more mentally engaged, they usually come out on top.
Thank you so much, Coach. All right. Thank you to head coach Scott Bears. Thank you to Trey Davis for the interviews tonight. And a great job. Annika and Simone, you want to join me on camera? Both of you guys did a great job, so thank you so much to you guys tonight. And it was a fun game. It was an interesting one. The fans really did a great job with the battle of the fans tonight. Michael did a great job leading them. Some things maybe went astray, but nonetheless, the Trojans pull out the victory. It's going to be a big one next week. I guess Michael is here. Your quick thoughts before we're going to wrap it up.
Definitely intense against a team that they were up on them a little bit. I think they were up by 15, and then some extracurricular things happened. And I think it kind of fired up both teams, and it kind of elevated their game a little bit. So nothing too serious. Came out with a win, and we got Annalee next week, and then Healdsburg back here at home. So
It's a good time. Good game.
And head coach Scott Bears talked about it. They're going to need to finish against those elite teams. We'll see if they're able to do it next week. So don't miss that huge game. A week from today, 7:30, they will take on Healdsburg. But, of course, tomorrow night, it's the biggest varsity girls basketball game in 5 years. They take on Annalee, 7 o'clock. Don't miss that. Trojans pull out a victory against the feisty Sonoma team tonight. Final score, 71-59. For Annika Schmidt, Simone Trent-Vogula, I'm Griffin Epstein wishing you a very good night. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Stop screwing.